Fred, and I'm going to be talking about some of the things that I do on CTR now to help me overcome U-turning as an overall problem in the game. It's not the easiest thing to do. So CTR on the Switch, you have two things you can do now as of the 10.0 Switch update, which didn't necessarily exist a couple weeks ago, which led me to buy this controller, which is one of the Power A controllers that have two back buttons. I definitely recommend this route over going the other route of configuring buttons on the Switch controller, because this is ultimately going to save you a lot of hassle trying to figure out what button is going to be the best in terms of utilization for the U-turning. So the controller is pretty straightforward. What you have to do in order to make these buttons possible to work is you have to hold this button down, and then once you hold it down, this button on the front is going to start kind of flashing. So then you want to press the button you want to remap. In this case we're going to do down on D-pad, because that's what you need to do for U-turning. If it kind of unsyncs, you just got to hold that button down again. So then we're going to press it, it's going to flash even more. So then we're going to select the button, so we're going to press this one, and it stops. So now in game, when we use the buttons, you're going to see that it works now. So here's a couple of examples. What I'm showing right now is Clockwork Wampa. When you get to the end of the level, it's usually tricky to do that U-turn. Of course you can do an air brake and get around the corner, but you lose a lot of time. But jumping down here, you can do 3 simple cuts, and it saves a lot more time than you would think. Next, I show two kind of utilizations of the U-turn on Thunderstruck. Two examples on this level on the first and second lap. This section with all the rotating logs usually gives people trouble, but if you can learn to U-turn around them, you can usually keep your Sacred Fire. It's when you get to the end of the level, kind of shown here, it's usually hard to U-turn around that corner, but you definitely are able to. And then again, we're just showing another example because usually this section gives people a lot of trouble. And if you can master U-turning, you'll definitely see an improvement on Thunderstruck for sure. Now on Oxide Station, this is kind of a classic for U-turning. If you can't necessarily U-turn around these bends, then you definitely should be practicing U-turning. This is probably the most practical use of U-turning throughout the entire game, and once you master it, this level literally becomes one of the better levels in the game. And yeah, that's U-turning with a Power A controller rather than button mapping. I would rather do this than button map. If you like the content here on YouTube, consider following me over on Twitch. I do a lot of games over there, at not specific games, but we do play a lot of stuff over there and we have a lot of fun. If you found this video helpful, subscribing helps me tremendously, as well as liking my videos allows for other people to see my videos on their timeline.